Top 7 royal jewels gone wrong. Royal jewels are meant to dazzle, but some of them have done the exact opposite. Tonight we're diving into the crowns, necklaces, rings and brooches that didn't spark admiration. They sparked outrage. From a pair of blood-soaked diamond earrings, a ring the monarchy once rejected, a brooch that triggered global outrage, and necklaces worth millions mysteriously missing from the Royal Collection Trust. These are the stories the palace would rather forget. Today, we're breaking down the gems that made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Meghan Markle diamond earrings. When diamonds aren't always a girl's best friend, some gems end up dragging their wearers straight into hot water, and this time, it was the Duchess of Sussex's choice of earrings, the dazzling diamond chandeliers reportedly gifted as a wedding present. But from whom? These spectacular earrings, designed in a dramatic chandelier silhouette with multi-shaped fancy yellow diamond solitaires, framed by shimmering pavé-white diamonds, were initially believed to be a loan from Queen Elizabeth II's personal collection. But Kensington Palace refused to confirm who had lent the piece, which only fueled curiosity among royal watchers. What were they trying to hide? It was later revealed by Mr. Lowe that the earrings were in fact a gift from the Saudi Crown Prince, and the timing couldn't have been worse. The revelation came just days after his regime admitted involvement in a high-profile killing. Why Meghan wore them has remained a point of fierce controversy, especially since she was reportedly warned by the palace that wearing the earrings could raise serious concerns about their provenance. So why wear them on a high-profile royal tour? Was it a simple oversight or a calculated choice? The Duchess debuted them during the royal tour of Australia and the Pacific in 2018, when she appeared at a state banquet in Fiji. Only weeks later, she was seen wearing the same piece again at King Charles III's 70th birthday celebration at Buckingham Palace. The choice sparked renewed criticism, a reminder that royal jewellery can create statements far beyond fashion. Headlines dubbed the earrings blood-soaked, and reports claimed palace staff wouldn't confront her over the controversy out of fear. Princess Diana engagement ring. From refusing to use the word obey in her wedding vows to sending her sons to public school, Diana was never known for doing things the traditional way, and her engagement ring was no exception. Princess Diana's sapphire ring may now be one of the most famous jewels in royal history, but few realise it caused quite a scandal when it first appeared. Yes, the breathtaking 12-carat blue sapphire surrounded by 14 solitaire diamonds became iconic, but its origin did not win the hearts of the royal family. So what was it about this dazzling ring that dimmed the sparkle of the monarchy's rulebook? The controversy began with a simple fact. Diana's engagement ring wasn't custom-made for her. It wasn't exclusive. It wasn't bespoke. It was straight out of Garrard's catalogue meaning. Anyone with the means could have purchased the exact same ring. How could a future Princess of Wales wear a ring that was technically available to the public? To some senior royals, it was unthinkable, even insulting. The ring cost £47,000, undeniably luxurious but, in their eyes, not exclusive enough for a royal bride. Critics whispered, courtiers frowned, and the press pounced, dubbing it the commoner's ring. But did that bother Diana? Not for a moment. Diana adored her sapphire sparkler, so much so that she continued wearing it even after her separation from Charles. And in the end, that commoner ring became one of the most photographed jewels on Earth. Eventually, it passed to her daughter-in-law, Princess Catherine, transforming from a supposedly unsuitable jewel into a symbol of legacy, love, and continuity. And now, one day, that very ring, once rejected, criticised, even laughed at, will sit on the throne of England. Who could have imagined that the ring royals once scorned would become the jewel of a future queen? Queen Letizia engagement ring. Princesses and queens almost never give up their engagement rings, except in the rarest, most serious circumstances. So why has Queen Letizia not worn her engagement ring since 2012? Letizia's ring, crafted by the historic Spanish jeweller Suarez, was a minimalist design. A white gold band set with 16 baguette-cut diamonds, with no central stone, sleek, elegant, and valued at around £20,000. After the wedding, Letizia wore it regularly, until one day it simply vanished from her hand. No explanation, no replacement, nothing. And that's when the whispers began. The disappearance of the engagement ring has fueled speculation for years. According to the most persistent version of events, Prince Felipe asked his brother-in-law, Iñaki Urdangarin, to collect the ring from Suarez. But instead of paying with his own card, Urdangarin allegedly used the credit card of the Noose Foundation, the charity he co-directed, supposedly to organise sports events. A charity credit card used to pick up the future Queen's engagement ring. Just 2 years later, Urdangarin was charged with embezzlement for mismanaging the same funds he oversaw, and eventually went to prison. And suddenly, that glittering white gold ring began to look like a liability. Royal authors say this uncomfortable detail created enormous embarrassment for Letizia. The ring had, unknowingly, become linked to one of Spain's biggest royal scandals, and so, according to insiders, Letizia quietly returned the ring to the shop and simply chose never to wear it again, a way to distance herself from the scandal tied to its purchase. Princess Michael of Kent Blackamoor brooch. Blackamoor is an old European art style dating back to the 16th and 17th centuries, often depicting dark-skinned figures in exotic or subservient roles. Today, it's widely considered controversial and in some cases outright offensive. So when Princess Michael of Kent arrived at Queen Elizabeth II's annual pre-Christmas luncheon in 2017 wearing a blackamoor brooch, it ignited one of the most uncomfortable royal jewellery scandals in recent memory. The luncheon was especially significant. It was one of the first major royal family events attended by Meghan Markle. Royal watchers noticed something alarming pinned to Princess Michael's coat: a brooch depicting the torso of an African man wearing a gold turban and ornate clothing. Given that royals like the late Queen Elizabeth and Kate Middleton often use brooches to express symbolic meaning, the choice struck many as deeply inappropriate. Accusations of racism erupted almost immediately. According to the biography Finding Freedom, Meghan herself questioned the jewellery choice, wondering if the brooch wasn't sending a message. At the very least, the book states, it showed insensitivity to Meghan's African-American roots and the racism she had encountered since pairing up with Harry. Social media exploded. One user wrote, "Has no one noticed the blackamoor pin Princess Michael is wearing? Really? Meghan Markle meets the family for the first time and is greeted by this?" Former royal chef Darren McGrady went even further, calling it an appalling show of disrespect and jealousy. What should have been a warm family gathering turned into a PR nightmare, all because of one brooch. Princess Catherine Art Deco brooch. The brooch at the centre of the backlash is a striking Art Deco piece. A rectangular design with cut corners, crafted in delicate openwork platinum and set with scintillating diamonds throughout. At its heart sits a round, brilliant cut diamond of approximately 0.35 carats, while the total estimated diamond weight reaches an impressive 4.5 carats. Created around 1920 by Bentley and Skinner, a firm closely connected to King Charles III, the vintage jewel reportedly sold in January 2022. That date didn't go unnoticed by royal watchers. Catherine, Princess of Wales, celebrated her 40th birthday that same month, prompting speculation that the brooch was a milestone gift, likely from either Prince William or the then Prince Charles. But admiration quickly turned to criticism. Although Catherine had worn the brooch discreetly before, controversy erupted when she chose it for the state banquet in London, honouring President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa. The timing couldn't have been more sensitive. Britain was in the midst of a severe cost of living crisis. Re-wearing a newly acquired high-value jewel sparked a flurry of online outrage. Critics argued that flaunting diamonds worth £14,500 during economic hardship felt tone-deaf. Social commentators accused the royal family of extravagance, saying displays of luxury were no surprise, but suggesting they reflect on that before going out in jewels that cost as much as many people's annual salaries. Social media users echoed the sentiment. One Twitter user remarked, "Instead of buying a £14,500 brooch while pretending to be one of the people, she could have donated that to a homeless veterans charity." It was slammed for its timing and for the perceived insensitivity of a royal family member who is destined to become Queen of England. The Belgian Scroll Tiara. The Belgian Scroll Tiara may be one of Luxembourg's most exquisite treasures, but it nearly slipped into private hands, and that's exactly where the uproar began. Created in 1953, the platinum tiara, sparkling with 854 diamonds sourced from the then Belgian Congo, was a wedding gift to Princess Josephine Charlotte from Société Générale, its showstopper. A detachable 8.10 carat central diamond that can also be worn as a ring. For decades, the princess wore the tiara almost exclusively, and the people of Belgium adored seeing their princess crowned in such brilliance. So how could a piece so iconic, so intertwined with a beloved royal figure, be put up for sale after her death in 2005? When her children planned to auction off a huge portion of her personal jewellery collection, including this tiara, Sotheby's valued it between €80,000 and €140,000. But the public reaction was explosive. Luxembourgers were furious, with 79% opposing the sale in polls. The outrage grew so loud that the auction had to be abruptly cancelled. The scandal raised uncomfortable questions. Why was the Grand Ducal family selling off national treasures? Were they facing financial strain? And did they truly understand what these jewels meant to the public? In the end, the backlash forced the tiara back into the royal vault. Exactly where many believe it always belonged. Thankfully, after that near-disastrous episode, the Belgian scroll tiara seems safe once more, though the controversy left a lasting crack in the royal family's polished image. Official jewellery gifts to Queen Elizabeth. There are certain jewels once gifted to Queen Elizabeth II that have recently sparked a quiet but growing storm. These pieces, 11 state gifts worth an estimated £80 million, are mysteriously absent from the royal collection, and the palace's refusal to explain why has only deepened the controversy. According to long-standing royal protocol, any jewel given to a sovereign by another monarch or head of state automatically becomes part of the royal collection. So why are these 11 pieces, some of the most extravagant ever given, now nowhere to be found in the Royal Collection Trust? Buckingham Palace declined repeated requests to clarify their current ownership. Officials simply stated that the royals do not consider the jewels their private property, and that the items may be added to the royal collection in the future May. For gifts that should already belong to the nation, the wording was vague enough to set off alarm bells. Today we discuss the two of the most expensive ones. The Nizam of Hyderabad diamond necklace, crafted by Cartier in 1935, the necklace features over 300 diamonds set in platinum with a detachable double-drop pendant. It was gifted to Princess Elizabeth in 1947 by the Nizam of Hyderabad, the fabulously wealthy ruler of the Indian state. Jewellery expert Sarah Aby valued the necklace at over £4 million before accounting for its royal provenance. With royal history added, its worth could soar to £40 million or more, and yet, this necklace is not in the royal collection. Next up, the King Faisal diamond necklace, presented to Queen Elizabeth II during a 1967 state visit. This masterpiece by Harry Winston was created in 1952, laden with high-clarity diamonds. The necklace could fetch as much as £9 million today. The items, which were given to the late Queen between 1947 and 1979, long before the palace's official gifts policy was formalised in 1995, should, by all logic and precedent, still belong to the Crown. Their absence from the royal collection raises even sharper questions. Why haven't they been added? Their future is unclear. That's all for tonight. Which scandal sparked your curiosity the most? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hidden secrets from the royal jewellery world.